What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kansas offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today,
oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
So now it's second and long. It's in the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
and just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Adams. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
So Arkansas's offense taking the field the first chance we have to see them today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him? Put a safety on him?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarter.
Guys, when we think about Arkansas, it's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel...
He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Jayhawks are on the move. They go to the ground. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it's certainly what... Oh, they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Loses 2. 2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking to throw, it's Adams. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. The quick out. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Touchdown, Arkansas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kansas 13.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running back searching for a hole. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense. defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Back to pass, it's Adams. Under fire. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
21, Kansas, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
To the air, it's Adams. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job.
He's got it inside the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got his man quickly. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Adams. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The chains, they'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping a successful drive. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Dropping back, it's Adams. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll go right back to it. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Throwing right. Complete on the comeback. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Adams. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him. A play there to pick up the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Makes one man miss. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given him a great opportunity.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
Scanning the field, it's Adams. Makes the grab past the marker. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Timeout.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Razorbacks will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Finds a man on the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Toure. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll send out the kicker here. It is good. And now now the lead is extended a little further after putting up the fade.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Adams. Pocket breaking down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Pressure coming. He's out of bounds, well short of the marker. It'll bring up 4th down and desperation time. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Breaks into the open. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another